like what you think is going on, and then what's really going on. So chasing, so you could feel as though there's someone like kind of in your orbit, in your energy, that is getting like pining after you, right? Trying to pursue you. But also that they could only be there for like the thrill. Very like distrusting. Or maybe you just think overall that you are looking like on the precipice of something that's very exciting. So we got chasing, ecstasy, but then we have shocking and broken. I'm getting like pure turmoil. So this could be that you thought that someone was like interested in you. You actually thought that someone was interested in you, and that this was something new, fresh, and exciting and fun. But then like there was like a shocking turn of events. Like you think there was this turn of events that led to everything like breaking down, and you ending up like heartbroken. Kind of like I don't know what went wrong or where things went wrong sort of energy. Oh. You guys see the struggle? Let's get one more. Oh my goodness. And that whatever it is, it like left you abandoned. And we have obsession poking out here, so like leaving you an obsession, perhaps. Now let's see what's really going on. Now let's chasing. I paused at it exactly 333, and Mercury just went direct yesterday at 3:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But what fell out was memories. So it could be that you are kind of dwelling in the past, dwelling over the memories, kind of going over them again and again and again. Like looking at what went, like, you know, trying to figure out what went wrong in this, or where it was that you like that you got this wrong. Stress. Maybe know that's like a lot of turmoil, or maybe that the because it's under ecstasy, so like maybe that the stress of like something that you're unaware of, and maybe that's why you're going through the memories and everything. It's like something that you were unaware of, or that kind of like was like swept under the rug. The stress of that is what kind of like killed the excitement of this, the blissful happiness or whatever. Shocking. Mistakes. obviously like mistakes were made, like that's what you think, but also maybe you feel like you were a mistake, and that's what's causing you like this turmoil. Broken. Commitment. So kind of left you high and dry, right? Kind of shattered any hope for you of what could be, what was meant to be. Abandoned. We got 2, hopeless and spying. So I'm getting that like you think that like this person thought that this was hopeless, or this thing, you, right? The situation was hopeless. That's what you like were thinking, right? But also that they're like that someone's keeping an eye out on you. Someone's like collecting information and data on you one way or another. Let's get one last one for the spine. Oh. Releasing. Maybe in the beginning you thought that they were like kind of keeping an eye on you, like checking in on you. And then you think that they're like kind of walking away from that. Maybe you think that they have this hopeless feeling. Maybe that's interesting. That's interesting. I want to get a couple like what's really going on, and then like I'm kind of indecisive. Okay, what's really going on here? Okay, the only thing that came out is silence. So like a situation that was stonewalled, that again left like high and dry, kind of like immediate cutoff, no contact, no interaction. So like you're right on the abandoned part, right? What's really going on? One more for depth. There's this, what's really like, whatever this is, the situation, there's a lot of bitterness that is like accumulating here. I want to switch. Hold on. Whenever I start out with this deck, the energy is always very, very confusing, right? Like very much not knowing what happened. Like I said, I picked up this one for a reason. Okay, what's really going on? Queen of Cups, reversed. Before I even like say anything on that, I'm gonna see if it's your energy of what you're. One more. Okay, Queen of Cups reversed, Page of Swords reversed. We got a new moon like timing card, which for some reason that's okay. Anyway, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And then at the bottom here we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, one-sided situation. So clearly there is an energy here. And I would say that it's likely a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be, but like solely based off of the fact that the Queen of Cups first came out. Like a wounded feminine energy. So this could be male or female, man or woman. I hate, anyway. There's this sense of this is the Stonewall energy, like period. And what's really going on here is like through this was meant for you to sort of I want to say like not back down, but not back down from what would be the thing, from whatever it is that you're actually working towards, kind of understanding that what's going on with other people, what's going on like outside of you has nothing to do with what it is that you're planning for your future. But just that like that there was an energy of someone that was very manipulative, very what's the opposite of compassionate? Like I was about to say like uncompassionate, but that's literally not a word. Like lacking compassion, lacking like emotional depth, emotional vulnerability, kind of, right? Very much avoidant. Why am I hearing fish out of water? Someone who played mind games, like emotionally manipulative, played mind games. A situation that left you very broken. And like there were ripple effects throughout like other aspects of your life based off of this thing. And it doesn't have to be that this situation or person or thing completely like destroyed everything, but it was like that thing, that ending, like not directly, but you know, kind of indirectly. I hope that's making sense. And now there's this just kind of monotonous energy, just kind of swirling around you. Queen of Cups reversed. Four of Wands. Four of Wands confirmed with Queen of Cups reversed is crazy. This is heavy energy. I almost like, I'm like, oh my God, this is not energy I want to be reading at this time. This is not fun, cute, sexy, anything. Like, these are not the vibes. This is a very codependent sort of situation. And it could also be that this like kind of what's going on in your energy is that this is returning, because it says here like lover returns under Queen of Cups reverse. So it could be this Queen of Cups energy, whatever this wounded feminine energy is, it's likely like kind of in your orbit at this time. And I mean, again, there's a reason why I brought up Mercury retrograde ending. So it could have been throughout, like over the course of Mercury retrograde, or even like the last day of Mercury retrograde, this person came in and was very like flippant about it. And now like you're being guided to like set new intentions, to do different, to be different. There's this need for like repair, but not with this situation, like within self. But we're gonna see what else comes out for everything. Page of Swords reversed. Another timing card. Spring equinox, which was literally yesterday. That's crazy. So under this nothing to say, flippant energy, sarcastic, not speaking your truth, unanswered questions, it's like, okay, that doesn't matter. That literally doesn't matter. Set new intentions, a brand new day, right? Like, act now. And again, it's not like with this person, it's on your own. Manifesting your desires. That's too many. Well, it's kind of interesting though. Nine of Swords and Nine of Pentacles reversed. Psychological trauma, lost hope, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear. Standing up for what you deserve, undervaluing yourself, self-worth. So this is a huge lesson for you. This is right in the middle here. And if this energy, just like if this is kind of what's coming like in your energy, what's around your energy space, one, based off of like your own, like what you think is going on, you already know that this isn't good for you. So I'm hoping that when this came back around, and we'll see, but I'm hoping that like when this came back around, you made the decision to like cut this off, to see your worth, to actually change directions. And if not, then this reading is telling you that is exactly what you need to do. Because when someone comes back around in your energy during Mercury, like retrogrades, like specifically Mercury retrogrades, that means that there's a cycle that you haven't like closed out. There's something still there for you to learn in order for you to move forward. And for you here, it's an act of choosing self, right? Like you have the Ten of Cups reversed, and then you have the Four of Wands confirming the Queen of Cups reversed. The Four of Wands upright is community, it's unity, it's homecoming, it's celebration. Why would you be celebrating an energy that is emotionally manipulative, lacks emotional depth, that is very controlling, lacks emotional like awareness, just period, and is irrational, kind of brings you down, prone to extremes and wallowing, and that's not stable. That's not like emotionally stable energy. And the Four of Wands especially upright, is a card of stability, like stable energy that can be trusted. That's building the foundations for family, for support around you. And then again, like I said, you have the Ten of Cups reversed. That's imbalance, disharmony, discord, inauthentic relationships, right? Confirming that with this Page of Swords reverse, very flippant energy, having nothing to say, sarcastic, leaving you with unanswered questions, right? Going back to that abandoned thing. So as you second guessing everything, it's like, okay, well, maybe I did this, and this, going through all the memories, trying to figure out where it is that you went wrong. When it's just like, well, this person just doesn't have the emotional capacity. They're emotionally immature. They're not balanced and centered within, and they're taking it out on you. And that's not to demonize them or anything like that, right? It's just the truth of the situation, and it's time for you to see that. And as I said, that a cycle was not closed, we have the world reversed here, which speaks of delays in cycles that need to be closed, right? Something that is kind of left open-ended and not in a good way. Ten of Cups reversed. Two of Swords upright. I'm so sorry that for that long pregnant pause there. I don't know what there is to decide here. And we'll see. Like, maybe the energy is changing, right? Like, I highly doubt it, but what is there to decide here? What is this indecision? Frozen, unclear path, withholding, avoidance, stalemate. Why you're in a stalemate with a Ten of Cups reversed? Inauthentic relationships, false sense of security. And we said that in the beginning, that like that this had to be a thing where you were like building something with this person, right? Like, this is something that you thought you could count on, that this kind of disrupted multiple aspects of your life, and now you're unsure. Eight of Pentacles reverse. The Chariot reverse. Lack of direction, coercion, forcefulness, opposition, powerlessness. So you feel like you were like merry-go-round. That's what I'm hearing. Like, it's like a merry-go-round. It's like, you know, the carousel never stops turning. You can't get off. And normally when I use that line, quote, whatever, the carousel never stops turning, it's from Grey's Anatomy. It is to say that life continues to go on, right? Like, the world keeps spinning, life keeps moving, and we're on it, right? The things are cyclical. But in this, it's kind of like, it's the same cycle over and over and over again, with no elevation, no higher level of consciousness, no choosing a different path, right? Like, it's not like this is being revisited for you to see it from a new perspective. Like, that's what's being asked of you, clearly, but it's like, this is being revisited because you're stuck at this layer. And this is meant to drive you. This is meant to make you see, holy shit, like, why do I, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? Why do I keep repeating these things. And maybe you don't even know that you're repeating a pattern, right? Maybe you don't. But entertaining this sort of energy, and it could also be that you're sitting in this energy yourself. I feel like a little bit of that Queen of Cups reversed is also you, emotional imbalance, because frankly, emotionally secure people, right, securely attached people do not attract like emotionally unavailable people. They can, but they have the emotional security and emotional awareness of like, hey, this is very destabilizing for me. This is not energy that I want to put up with. This is a cycle for you. You're in Nine of Swords, psychological trauma, lost hope, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, right? This has got you up all night. This is heavily on your mind. You're in Nine of Pentacles reverse. This isn't, you know, seeing your worth and going after your dreams and building a life for yourself of, you know, like self-fulfillment and all of that. This is stuck in doubt, stuck in like indecision, stuck in feeling like you're not enough because of this psychological trauma. And while that's sad, you're not stuck on a merry-go-round. You're not being coerced. The obstacles here are meant for you to identify them. Hey, this does not bring me this. This is not, I don't feel supported in this. This does not feel like a celebration. This is not someone I would want to commit my life to, or not a situation I want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, Six of Wands reversed. I'm kind of getting here of like what's going on with that is kind of that you have this energy of, you know, when you double down on something just because you didn't win, just because you didn't get your way, right? Or like for attention. But then you wonder why things are boring and you feel complacent and you feel scattered and you feel like you aren't seeing results. Well, what are you doing differently? I'm gonna be so harsh. Actually, I guess I do. Let's see what's coming with this person. I don't think it's gonna be pretty. I don't. Hold on. Alright, what's coming within the next couple weeks? Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Also, like maybe emotions running high. I'm seeing that card from the moon deck. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So water sign and earth sign could be at play here. This feels like this is between you, like you're that combo. I'm not amused. Intimacy as something that's coming. Sexual chemistry, reminiscing, and reminiscing was like what, the first thing that came out? No, it was under memories. It was confirming the first card that came out. Give it time. Everything working out in divine timing, right? Letting things flow. Communicate, compromise, work it out, forgive. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this, but we're gonna have to get this person's energy. Like, we're gonna have to see what's going on with this person. Because it wasn't, and I will say this, within what was going on with you within tarot, it wasn't directed towards the person, right? It was, you were presented with this energy. This is what it was showing you, and this is how you're being guided, right? So the first part of like the very beginning of what you think is going on, if you don't really relate to that part, if that's not like all aspects of that, if that's not what's actually going on within your connection, this reading isn't for you. Because we're gonna get this person's energy. And this is not like this, like, because I'm not one to promote going back to a toxic relationship or anything like that. Like, we learn from the past. Like, we don't repeat cycles, we don't repeat mistakes. However, we do know that, oh, hold on. I'm not gonna say the word because like people get a little too caught up in the label of that, but we do know that certain relationships can be incredibly triggering and bring up a lot for us in order for us to grow. That is the entire point of those connections. I'm not saying that that's what this is, but I'm just saying. So we will get this other person's energy, but very much use your discernment. Don't piss me off. Again, cycles coming up. All right, water sign. Yes. Beetles can be significant. Lady Beetles specifically. We have a confession at the bottom here, but it's like luck is on your side. Luck is on your side with this water sign, or with this water sign, or you as a water sign. Earth sign. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Also get grounded. And if you wanna be able to like trust your intuition with this, like go ground. Go plant yourself in the earth and try to connect your deep soul self to the earth, to release some energy. But also it says, dang, at the bottom of this is insane. But also intuition, the red flags that you ignore will come back to bite you later. And that's an earth sign. So I would, if I had to guess, I would say that you are the water sign, they are the earth sign. You're being told to trust your intuition here. And I just saw 33. Trust your intuition here. And be very aware of those red flags. Because clearly this is a cycle. This is something for you to, and that's not to say again that this should immediately cut this person off. Maybe not, who knows. But it is just that like you need to be aware. There's caution needed here. Intimacy, I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off. I'm impartial. But is that what we should be doing? I'm not judging. But I am kind of like, hey, yo, is that smart? There are other ways to get your rocks off, okay? No, come on. Okay, finicky. Intimacy. Health wanted to come out. Health issues could arise. Intimacy. Hold on. 3 fell out, and we're going to take it for all of them. So under intimacy, we have cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Do what you will. Lead with passion if you want to. Under it, give it time, divine timing, let anything slow. We have liar, so clearly someone was sneaky. This earth sign was sneaky. Again, that's why you need to not ignore red flags. Maybe not hop into bed with him, but I digress. Give it time. Maybe they needed time to grow up, grow out of this. And then under communicate, patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Compromise, work it out, forgive. So patience for that. I'm less than thrilled. I'm not amused by this, like in the slightest. Y'all know me, like I'm very much like a forgiveness, seeing both sides sort of energy. And then under that we have someone else. Seeing both sides, giving people the benefit of the doubt, allowing people to grow and change. All right, Divine Spirit, what is how do you actually see this connection? Oh fuck. Mirror. So like you're mirroring each other. Reflect on our wounds, introspection. Relationships reflect our wounds. Again, go back to the beginning. Sunglasses. Watching, stalking, looking. So they are spying, right? So your triggers are being reflected back to you on both sides. And they are watching you. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, attraction. That's coming up a lot. Self-indulgence, and then we have the hammer. Okay. This is something that I needed. This was meant to help you repair yourself on both ends. Healing Heart keeps, like, contains this. When we started out, Healing Heart was at the bottom of the deck, and it just continues to be. Mirror. Girl talk. So yes, this was meant to trigger you. Yes, this was like meant to show you your wounds and all of that. What I feel like one of your wounds is kind of having friends, being happily single. So maybe you also struggle with abandonment issues, and that's why you encounter someone who abandoned you, right? To reflect that wound back to you. But Girl Talk specifically is time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. And maybe you were being shown like where it is that you lack that on both ends, right? And that's kind of why intimacy pissed me off a little bit, because clearly this is a situation where you guys, again, codependency, but also like, you know those people who get into relationships and then their friends just no longer matter? Like literally they just fall off the face of the earth. And then it isn't until something is going wrong where they, you know, come back to you and stuff. Kind of showing you that that's what kind of person that, you know, that you were, and how detrimental that was for you and for the relationship. Sunglasses. But also, you know, maybe through this, taking a look at your self-image and reflecting on your wounds, now you're able to like come across, you know, you're able to see that like you can bring yourself genuine happiness, and that you don't have to only be around this like this Queen of Cups reverse energy, this wounded feminine energy. Sunglasses. So the person watching on you, the runner. And the first card out was chasing. So you would have been the chaser in this. And you would have been chasing the memories, chasing the thrill of that connection, of it filling a void for you. Fear of intimacy, listen to their ego, which is what led to this axe. This person looking in on you. Love. Unconditional love, self-love. This thing's been finicking. Okay, but dragonfly, have fun, be lighthearted, adapt, finding out things. But also at the bottom here we have the sword and the rose, which speaks of like revelations, clarity, truth, self-indulgence. You know what I just started hearing? Lightning strikes inside my chest to keep me up at night. Dream of ways to make you understand my pain. Clouds of sulfur in the air, bombs are falling everywhere. It's heartbreak warfare. I've been channeling heartbreak warfare. I shit you not. I've been channeling heartbreak warfare for like a week now, and I just refused. I refused to do the reading on it, and it just kind of snuck up on me here. I promise you, I probably wouldn't have done the reading if I had been like actively hearing it, because anytime I have been, I have avoided doing a reading. Self-indulgence. Manifest exactly what it is that you want. Abundance, right? So this way, you know, focus on self, on self-worth. And this is for both of you. Again, this is like what's going on in the connection. Hammer, sabotage, heartbroken. I mean, yeah. No one really ever wins in heartbreak warfare is what I'm hearing. Not dealing hurt, avoiding conversations. Okay, one last one. I have a feeling I know where this is going. Wait a minute. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Okay, do you see how we didn't get the only love that you got was self-love, unconditional love. I mean, yes, one is passion, attraction, affection. And asking the universe how they see this connection, you're mirrored. Surprise karmic relationship didn't come out, because that's what this feels like. This is a relationship where someone is keeping tabs on you. Someone who ran away has a fear of intimacy. Like, make this make sense. Someone who has a fear of intimacy. Someone who chose their ego, their pride, and caused acts. Right, acts energy. That is silent treatment. That is stonewalling. And remember, when I first asked what is really going on here, what came out? Silence, stonewalling. That person is looking in on you. Is that healthy? Is that evolved? And when I had what's coming out with what's coming up in the next couple weeks, we had water sign, earth sign, intimacy in the middle, showing that is a huge focus. And then you had give it time, and what was the last one? Communicate. You didn't have, we had it at the back of the deck, right? But you didn't have confessions. You didn't have date night. You didn't have they'll be back, like any of that. Like, and even in this and how they're seeing this connection, yeah, you had be lighthearted and whatever it is that you're finding out. But that's like, I mean, dude, like this gave you a lot of psychological trauma. So that's to like not make you spiral again. That's for you to put in practice all the work that you've been doing so that you can close out this cycle, whatever this cycle is. I will still get this person's energy. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm pissed off for you. I'm not even gonna hold you. We're not judging this person, but intimacy being in the beginning, like being in the middle, and starting off of like what you think is going on, chasing thrills, you thinking that this person's chasing thrills, but then how the universe sees you guys, the first card out is mirrors. So clearly you do that as well, which has been reflected throughout this entire reading. I just saw 47, so 47 could be significant, I don't know. Like, this is a pattern for you. And you have like 5 cards of heartbreak, axe, heartbroken, hammer, stabbed in the back, and then you have code, like you have the runner. Not like technically heartbreak, but I mean literally someone who ran. And your middle row again is love. It's have fun, be lighthearted. Like things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Under unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Heal your need to lead with attraction. Make friends. To be honest, I feel like why I even have this energy is like, you know when like, when your girlfriends are, or hell, maybe you don't know, but if you have real friends that are in your corner, you're in a situation that does not serve you, eventually they will give you the tough love of letting you know what in the world are you doing, and they're going to like lovingly, like it's gonna be like a loving call in, but like, hey, like this now, like no, this needs to stop. This is poor energy. This is pathetic. And I don't say that to be mean. I truly, I don't say that to be mean. I don't say that like in judgment or anything like that. But it's like you're exhibiting energy that has to do with wounds that you just need to address. That's not who you are. You're not a pathetic person. And we all have moments. We like, look, we there is not a soul on this earth that has not had a moment where they are pathetic over another person. We all have time where we take an L, where maybe somebody just plays on our face. Like that happens to literally everybody. And if someone tells you that that's not true, that hasn't happened to them, they're a fucking liar. They are. And honestly, like they're the worst of the worst person, because that's something that's universal. You get your heart broken. Like Shit goes, like, shit happens, shit goes down, right? And so this isn't like, again, this isn't to shame you, but it is kind of like a bit of a tough love, like, call out, like, hey, what are you doing here? You didn't get, you didn't even get like the most basic of like, I love you. I mean, or like, I like, because this deck has like an I like you thing, right? Like liking each other equally. You didn't get ascending, as in like this connection is ascending and growing and transforming. You didn't get, what's another really good one? Hell if I know. Hell if I can't even think of it. Phoenix, that's what I was thinking of. Renew, grow, like rekindle, transformation, changed mind, like none of that. None of that. And that's not, again, that's not to say that maybe that's not coming. It could be, right? It could be. But that's not what came out here in the spread and how Spirit sees this connection. Because that's not important. What's important right now is that you choose you. Is that you see that that you're still repeating a cycle. You know what? I was gonna get this person's energy. I'm not. That's not important. And frankly, I don't feel like doing that. What I am gonna get is what could be coming for you should you close out this circle. Like, should you close out this cycle? Okay. We're just gonna get a couple of these and then we're gonna get an archetype of like what could be coming. Actually, I still want these. Okay. Spirit, should they actually close out this cycle? Then what should they activate it within their soul contract? Should they actually close out this cycle? You can't make this shit up. Wedding rings, this is the divine union card. That is like, that is it. That is twin flames coming into union. That is you're on your path. You're on your highest timeline. And that being the first one out. And we saw how much I've been struggling to shuffle, especially with this deck before this. And that just like flew out. Photograph. And what like stuck out to me with that one is at the bottom, make new memories. Making new memories here. And hell, it could be with this runner, right? That left you heartbroken. But it didn't have to be. Oh, what was that? Oh, look. What flipped over? Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. This is the card that I was talking about. Though someone likes you, flirting, romance is blooming, liking each other equally. This card. That could be coming should you. One last one. Actually, what I say that this didn't come out, ascending. There's a come to Jesus moment, a very harsh and unfortunate like truth bomb that you need to like have with yourself that needs to be like dropped on you, that I'm pretty sure all of Mercury retrograde was like showing you. And the second that this person shows up in your energy, or maybe they're about to, like, who knows, whatever, but I have a feeling that this is already in, like, you folded. And that's not to shame you again, but it's like, really I don't know. I'm disappointed, my love. I am. let's close out with, because this is already an hour. Let's close out with a message from your spirit animal, or a spirit animal that's watching over them at this time, guiding them at this time through the foolery that is this connection. The owl. Are you serious? One animal, and then we'll get one archetype. Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi, whatever, and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on its way, either in spiritual or material form, should you close out this cycle. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon. How can it further serve your dharma and bring abundance to this world? Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. Again, should you close out this cycle, and you can already kind of guess that, but it's like something in you is just so attached to this. I don't want to call them a bum, but like they're kind of appearing that way right now. And that's not to say that that's just who they are completely, but, and again, like if you don't watch my readings, I don't, like, I shouldn't even need to say this, but whatever. I am very much a person of forgiveness, like of seeing both sides, but also some people don't need to be told that, because it doesn't serve you. What serves you is a bit like a dose of like tough love, of like, yo, look at your actions and see how foolish this is. Like, and we've all had those moments where life has like slapped us in the face and we're like, what the hell have I been doing? And why am I continuously repeating this cycle? Why am I not being loving and kind to myself? Why am I constantly replaying abandonment wounds from childhood by constantly abandoning myself and giving energy to people who've done nothing but abandon me? This is a need for you to choose yourself. It's not to say this won't come back around, but you need to choose yourself. And you know, right now you shouldn't even want this to come back around, but that's a whole other thing. Just one archetype card for strength for them. Anima Monday coming out is insane. That's an initiation. It's the last card in the deck. It's a very powerful card. The soul of the world, all that is. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle, accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied. Embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within. This is the important part. Don't take all of that other stuff as like having to do with this other person. Do you know what I mean? Like, right? Seeing this as some kind of divine like path of like, of this is why you need to keep this person in your life and all this kind of stuff. No, this is to help you see the light that is within you. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. Again, triggering your dharma, your path, like you setting you on a path to really live out your highest timeline in accordance with your higher self. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. When in light, tending to the sacred details of life. You know what's the sacred detail of life? Your ass. The fault line at the bottom here. See the cracks. This is the shaky foundation, and you know that. You know that. Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it before you have another tower moment. And that's, again, not to fearmonger. It's just, I don't know what to tell you, babe. I don't know what to tell you. This might trigger some people. Oh, well, to be honest. Normally, I deliver messages like in a very like sweet and loving way. But sometimes that spice is needed just a little bit because some of y'all hard-headed shit. I love you. Have one for day.